Today's professional golfer is stronger, more flexible, and hits it longer than ever before.
Frederick and I traveled to LA to visit Urban Golf Performance and learn from some of the trainers that work with many of the world's best tour players.
Both Hannah and I are always looking for ways to improve, and we learned a lot about our bodies. Let's jump straight into it.
Here's our boy with a major champ. Look at that. Leo and Colin. How cool is that, huh?
That's right.
So you guys have a tour team as well, right?
Yeah.
You're on tour with the guys.
Exactly. So we got 5 players on the PGA Tour that we travel with full time.
Yeah.
So Ryan is our main guy that is a physio and trainer who travels with them. I go to about 10 tournaments. And then we have over 20 tour players now in our whole roster.
Who's the fittest tour player that you guys work with?
Oh, that's a good question.
Is it really?
Colin is an incredible athlete. I mean, just movement, intelligent-wise. Kurt Kitayama is very strong.
Yeah.
Hits it far. He's probably our best athlete. He played high-level basketball.
And he won this year, right?
Yeah, at Bay Hill.
Yeah. How cool is that?
Yeah.
In today's video, we're going to showcase a mobility and a strength assessment, starting out with my mobility assessment together with Dr. Mike Velasco.
Today's assessment is going to be, we're going to pretty much dissect your movement patterns. I'm going to ask some questions regarding, previous injuries, previous sports you've played, and we're going to try to figure out where your limitations at, and I can ask some questions around your swing patterns that you're concerned about,
Yeah.
and hopefully I can help you understand, correlate all of it.
Ooh.
Does that make sense?
I'm going to have so many questions. Yeah. There's a lot of problems.
Yeah, so let's start off.
Like Mike just mentioned, the first part of the assessment included questions to be able to determine a physical history. After that, he had me doing a lot of different movements to see how my body moved, and also did some hands-on range of motion measurements. During this assessment, he noticed problem areas and how the limitations could affect my golf swing. This was super interesting, and you're now about to hear what my absolute biggest issue is.
So now we're going to see the proper thoracic range of motion. Turn to your right. Keep turning, keep turning, keep turning. See how you're stuck?
Yep.
This is the reason why your shoulder's not moving. This is the reason why your cervical spine's not moving. This is the reason why you can't get to your right side.
Why I can't rotate, huh?
Yes.
Really?
Makes sense?
So is that like this part of it?
This is like right smack middle.
Okay.
Alright?
Okay.
And you'd be surprised, that's majority of population that comes through here is very, live in that position. Go ahead, elbows down, left side, behind your back. Rotate, look over. You see how even that side too?
Yep.
So definitely, I would say neck moves just fine, like I said, shoulders move fine. The rest, the extension and rotation from this portion of the back is going to be the root cause of everything.
Wow.
Okay?
How cool is that?
And I'm gonna give you a mobility program that focuses on that area. Okay?
How much do you think you spent on T-spine in the last year?
How much time have I not wasted, but necessary thought, all I have to do is stretch my lats and I said,
That's like all day.
or like shoulders like this. Oh, wow.
T-spine.
Good.
All right? Go on your back. So let me explain why your low back could be an issue.
Yep.
Right? The body works in different patterns, right? The thoracic spine, where you're lacking, is immobile, okay? It needs to be mobile.
Yeah.
So mobile, stable,
Yeah.
mobile, stable, mobile, stable. You see, following the pattern?
Yeah.
If this is not moving, or this is not moving, the area in between, which is your lumbar spine, is gonna be in danger because now it's unstable. So the roles switch.
Yeah.
So the way we're gonna help you out is by increasing range of motion in your feet, your hips, so that your low back can remain stable.
Yeah.
All right, because I know you're strong,
Okay.
but I know we need to work on that mobility aspect of things.
Okay.
Okay, so what we're gonna focus on, okay, and this is where your mobility is gonna be your feet,
Yeah.
your hips, your posterior chain, and then your thoracic spine. Okay, and then we're gonna spend a couple minutes working on it. So we're gonna do some treatment on it.
Dude, why am I taking golf lessons? I can't rotate. People rotate better. I don't know what
Go on your back. We're gonna work on you.
Okay, we're
We're gonna work on you. They call this the torture chamber. I don't know why. I'm just.
I'm used to it. I had a very mean lady, Teresa, if you're watching this.
Teresa.
She used to put her fingers up my hair and hair, and I was screaming.
Beat him up with a stick.
Like roll the cat.
I love it.
So like Mike said, my T-spine mobility is not great, and another area I needed to be more flexible was my left foot. My heel didn't move properly, so you can see him here doing some soft tissue work to get it less tight. Pretty much my whole right side was tight, and I can't even put into words how much this hurt. Just have a look at my face here. That's just pure pain.
Oh yeah, look at that, man.
How is this even possible?
There you go. So now you can tell if we work those proper muscles we work on thoracic extension, rotation. All right, I will send you specifically a mobility program to focus on this, focus on the hips, on the feet.
How do I do the soft tissue the way you do it?
I can send you a routine with a Theragun, like a Theragun that you can do yourself. It was such a pleasure working with you.
Oh, we're done? Finally. They're sweating. They're sweating because of it. Kill me.
How do you feel?
Wow, that is unreal. Yeah, that is definitely everything you just want to turn.
Now tell me how you feel.
The biggest thing with, I mean, the shoulders and everything, but the foot is huge. So like before, I always wanted to go like there. And that's why I think it was scary for me to kind of load right, because then the hip slice and then all of a sudden I know I steep. But now when I go here, I can feel, like you said, the points, right? I can
pressure.
I can feel pressure under the pad here. And the shoulder just wants to rotate now.
Yeah.
That's huge. That's a big difference.
That was an eye-opening assessment for me, and the difference before versus after the torture was incredible. At the end of the video, I will show you some of the exercises I will be doing moving forward. But for now, let's jump into Hannah's strength assessment together with Marcus Miraz.
My goals with Andrew and like what we're doing now are really speed-based and like gaining some mass.
Love that.
I'm kind of the opposite of Fred, so he focuses a lot on like mobility and activation and stuff.
Yep.
And Ando really doesn't want me doing much stretching at all. I'm really flexible.
Yeah.
So we're definitely focused more on like gaining speed, getting explosive, gaining a little more mass.
Okay.
I have a really weak upper body compared to my lower body.
Yep.
So like I literally can't do probably 5 push-ups with perfect technique. But I could do squats for like as long as you want me to.
That's right. Okay.
Okay, my turn. Marcus started out our session asking questions about my golf game, my body, and what I'm currently doing in the gym. After that, we went through some exercises for Marcus to measure how I was moving and how strong and explosive my body is. Here we tested grip strength.
What did we get?
87.
87.8.
Weak. That says normal. Lame.
Okay. And then let's go one more time each side, just to get an official number.
Old knuckle popped them.
Did it? There's some funky ones. Good. What did we get? 94.8. Okay, so 97.
That one said strong.
Didn't you get 97, the first one?
I'll talk a little bit about
Let me just try one on the right.
absolutely.
Because we're gonna have to figure this out. Here, hold
I'll
this.
tell you after what he said. Okay, let's see it. You barely beat me again. You got weak hands, dude. His said 143.
No!
Yeah.
You got 143?
I rigged it, don't worry.
No, you didn't. Another exercise we did was long jump, and obviously Frederick wanted to see if he could beat me.
What do you normally see from like tour players? How far do they normally jump?
So it just kind of depends. I wouldn't say there's a tour player average, but I would say we want to at least jump our height is typically where we want to end up, right? If we jump anything above that, we're typically a good jumper. We know how to use our lower body, use the ground to generate force and generate power. Yeah. If we're under that, it's probably an area we need to improve.
I want a celebrity jump. I want a celebrity jump.
Okay, nice form.
Beautiful. Let's see what we got. 82.5.
How tall are you? You're 6'2", so you're,
6'2", yeah.
what, 84 or something?
6'2".
No, so he would be 6'2", would put him at 74, so he beat it by
Nice
almost
job.
a foot.
I just needed that after the grip strength.
Yeah, but this is my section.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
Next up was some push and pull exercises, and this is where we noticed some serious room for improvement. I wasn't really able to generate enough output, and Marcus said that I wasn't using the ground enough when I was doing these exercises, which is actually something I struggle with in my swing as well. Next up was measuring some swing speed with the speed sticks to see exactly what my swing speed is right now. I actually scored pretty well on these tests, but still had some room for improvement. My biggest issue was definitely that I wasn't using the ground enough to generate power. So here are a few of the exercises I was given.
A million ways to do a med ball throw, but for you, we talked a lot about ground reaction forces, using the ground. I want you to think we're going to exaggerate our lower body move here. Okay, so what I want us to do essentially is go normal backswing. So if I'm doing a regular throw, I'm gonna get here, turn, fire it into the wall, okay? So I just want us to exaggerate lower body, normal backswing, and then as we initiate the downswing, I want us to drop into the legs a little bit, okay? So we're gonna be here, normal backswing, down, and then let it go, okay? Good.
But I should release it lower though.
A little lower, yes. Good. Very good.
Yeah.
Good. So go ahead and put everything you got into it. Beautiful. So what did you notice about using the legs?
They don't do anything. They're not working.
So,
I feel like it's yours was so synced up. Like the timing of it is so much better, and I'm like here and then trying to make sure I get there and then.
Yes. So I would say it's just the sequencing of the movement. I like that we are getting here. I like that we're exaggerating that lower body move, but the goal is just to keep it sequenced, right? You want to be able to get here and then exaggerate it and then stay in your sequence, right? If we can keep it smooth and use more lower body, that's what we're looking for.
And I feel that in my golf swing too. Like when Fred and I are doing our send sessions where we try to just hit as hard as we can, I'm always like falling one way or the other.
Absolutely. So same sort of thing. Obviously golf clubs pulling us in different angles at all times. That's why I like exercise like that and that as well, right? We're fighting against those forces. If we're strong enough to fight against the forces, then we can control them.
Cool.
And we're able to separate that lower body, right? And as we know, the bigger the turn or bigger stretch that we can create here, the more elastic energy and the further we're gonna hit the golf ball. And relax. So unilateral lower body strength and stability, very important. Even though we stand on 2 feet in the golf swing, we're really putting pressure on our trail side and then our lead side for the majority of it, right? So I want us to get in this kind of like wall Bulgarian position. We're gonna take this med ball, we're gonna wrap our arms around it, put a little squeeze on it. We're gonna sink down here, and then I want us to rotate with an exhale into that lead leg. So if you notice, now it's the opposite, right? Lower body is working very hard, this lead leg. Hips are staying square, and I'm separating my upper body, okay? And then we're just gonna bring it back down to center, exhale, and our posture won't change. Exhale, and then rotate to me. Good. Let's go a little lower in the leg. Perfect, yep, inhale, exhale. Good, and as far as we can get it. Beautiful.
All right, that was a super cool experience. That was truly a tour player experience, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, it's like having an entire team, right? Which is what all of those players have.
And it feels almost like the tour players are cheating a little bit because they get hands-on training every single day, which is super cool, but it is accessible to all of you guys. Urban Golf Performance has a bunch of locations in LA, they're growing. On another note, I just got a full workout plan here on an app from the guys, so I know exactly what I need to do to improve my T-spine mobility. I need to improve my heel, literally needs to move better so that my right side is not as stiff. And you need to get a little stronger and learn how to use the ground, yeah?
Yeah, my biggest takeaway was my sequencing is off, and I have a lot of the strength in my lower body that I need to be faster. Like they kept saying, you have more in the tank, you have more in the tank, but I'm just not using it properly, which is a good thing to hear, I guess, but it's still kind of annoying.
You have the muscles, but you're not using it. So Hannah is also on a program from Urban Golf Performance to learn how to utilize her body better to hit it further. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like,
smash
subscribe.
that like.
Yeah, and if you're interested, obviously, hit up the guys at Urban Golf Performance. They also mentioned if you're a trainer, they're growing really quickly right now, and you want to get into this type of industry, reach out to them as well, because they're opening locations everywhere and they are fantastic.
The vibe is so good in those places.
It's a great company to work for, I'm sure. And my boy
is Swedish as well, so you're dealing with some Swedish.
Yeah,
so
there
that's
you
always good. Thanks, guys.
See you next time.